the Allegheny and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from the Steel City. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Bateman is the motion man. 2nd down. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming.
And that's going to be intercepted by Darius Slay. And the Steelers are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. A pass taken in by Johnson. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. And he steps into this one, gets off a big kick, angled for the sideline. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
In motion comes Andrews. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Austin to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots, even though they weren't able to connect. It's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball's going to go.
A give, and here's Johnson. He'll work forward for a couple. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down. 2nd down and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And 3rd down coming up. He'll drop to throw. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And he will get into the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown Steelers. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Lamar going to work from the pistol. Open man, that's Bateman downfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. Back-to-back targets, back-to-back completions. That one for 16 and the first down. Now, Jackson. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On this first down, it's Johnson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
At the 41-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
A 15-yard loss brings up third down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
19 tight, 19 tight. Set.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. First and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. And they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Throwing Jackson. Going up top and looking for Andrews. And a big gain out of bounds as time runs down. An exclamation point to end this first quarter. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got it at about the 8. And he will score. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
This is kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure. And when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity, and quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Take. Head to 60. Head to 60. Good.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing it out wide, and Metcalf has it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Here's Cam Akers for the first time. He'll push forward for about a yard. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go, set. Panther 11, Mustang 19.
Back to throw. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. This one caught at the 4.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll run this over the center with Johnson. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel